Hello guys, excuse me. I still don't have my voice back 100%, but I feel much better than I sound. So I'm here today to do a flip through of my January design team project for Tracy Fox Love Junk Journals on Etsy. I'm going to tell you ahead of time, excuse me, ahead of time what collections are some of the collections. I mean, I used a lot of different collections in this book. I used the collector, the notebook, the splendid nature snippets, and more. Those are the 4 off the top of my head I can remember. Now, when you get over to Etsy, you'll see that Tracy has anything you can imagine. So go show her some love, and I'll leave a link below. Thank you. Okay, so I wanted to do something so different. I've been wanting to do it. So I took a grocery bag and I cut it to the size I wanted it to be. Now, I didn't use this one because it has something on it. I only used the ones that had bag on both sides, okay? But you could cover it, do whatever you want. So, how I ended up, I'm going to show you on the back how the back looks. How I ended up getting that look, which I would say if I'd polished it and made it dark and all that, it would look like leather, is I took this, okay, and I ran hot water in my sink and I laid it out until it soaked for a few minutes. Probably didn't leave it there super long. Then I laid out a towel and I crumpled it up into a ball. Okay? Now, after I crumpled it up into a ball, I set the balls of all the pages on the towel. And then I let them not quite dry. I wanted it to still be wet. I took my iron and put it on cotton and I pressed them all out. Okay? Then I came back to my desk and I got my vintage photo, and I'm just going to show you what I did. I just took it and ran it over, and it brought out all the different wrinkles and so forth. And I did it on both sides. Can't tell from that side, but I did it on both sides, as you can see right here. And, yeah. So, and then I did around the edges. Everything in the book is inked with vintage photo. And I took different elements from different kits. And I can't remember which one's which by looking at it, so I'm sorry I can't tell you that. I did use Tim Holtz fabric for the spine. So I did the spine first, and then I covered it with the fabric. Okay, and I matted this floral image that came from one of the journal pages in one of her kits. And then I stitched around this and put brads through that and pushed them down really flat. Added a couple of Tim Holtz paper clips. Flipped one way and one the other way. Added a Botanical definition from one of Tracy's kits. And I popped it up on some pop foam and just gave it a little more of a different dimension. And I wanted different textures on here. And that's what I was going for, the fabric, the brads, the pins, the clips, and the label. Okay, so here we go. Now, I just want you to know ahead of time, I really grunged this up because it has that grungy look. And I don't normally do big amounts of grunge. Okay, so take that into consideration when you look at it. Okay, so it's got some great coffee stain paper with doily prints, and I did a side pocket here, or side tuck, and I added a few labels. Here's one of Tracy's slides, and I just did it up like a tag. It's got places to journal on the back. Okay, and here we go. I'm just going to flip through it. I'm not going to tell you what anything is. Like I said, there's so many different things. I'm just going to let you look as we go. And that will save my voice, and you don't have to listen to my voice. And I'll jump in if I should have to show you something. Envelope with one of my homemade stamps. It's got a journaling card inside. It's got a snug fit going on here too. There we go. That used to be a tag, and I cut it down and made it a journaling card. And if you don't get it in here just right, oh, there it goes. I knew I didn't have any trouble with that. And I just clipped it over this page and added a paper clip. Edith Holden. And on some of the pages, I just did a cluster. So this is dictionary paper with an old doily and one of Tracy's butterflies. And here I have parchment bags I made. And oh, I got to get some journaling cards in that. I didn't get that in there. And I put a couple of my stamps there, and I stitched them on my machine. And here is a specimen. It's made like a coin pocket. And as you can see, just some of the stuff looks faded. Here's some washi stickers of fireflies and so forth. I love the whole look of everything faded, and I did that on purpose. Now here is some more Tim Holtz fabric that I made pockets out of. Another one of those coin pockets with a journaling card inside. I love this book. I love the way it turned out. It's got quite a bit of pages in here too. I don't have the card in front of me, or I tell you how many. But it's a lot. Another cluster. Pocket here. There's one of the tags. Another tag. And I just added some of her different labels. This is out of a Botanical book. Some more. This is a glassine bag with one of my stamps. So you can see here pretty good. If I describe this book, if I was a child describing it, I would think that it was dropped in the mud. Here is a butterfly on another vintage doily and dictionary page. Another glassine bag. This was a really fun book to do. I just let my hair down and decided to go grungy. It's not my normal style. I try to, but it's hard for me. Two of the specimen cards here. Those are fun. I remember to put them in that pocket. I have to go back and fill the pocket, the other pockets. And I will do that before I put it in my Etsy shop. So I'm doing this flip through, and by the end of the weekend, which will be the end of the 12th, everything should be in my Etsy shop. I am adding a bunch of stuff, not just this journal, but another new journal and several other goodies. Here's another cool envelope. Added a label, a stamp. Has a journaling card inside. And a back side tucked here. Put a lot of different labels. And one of her slides. And there's the back. So I hope you guys enjoyed looking at my grungy, fun, different for me design team project for January. Thank you guys.